we don't get a lot of shonen anymore in the terms of like.
What do you mean?
Like
pure shonen?
Yeah, like a Naruto, My Hero, like Black Clover. I'm looking for a tournament arc. Wistoria was like the most recent I could think of.
Wistoria is a shonen, Windbreaker, also a shonen, but it's like a delinquent anime, so like shonen.
It's all seinen lately.
Well, that's the thing is like I feel it's like, well, one, the anime audience has grown. Like it used to be like anime in the early 2000s, the big three and all that was specifically correlated. Like this is when people are like, oh, like all of the MCs are young because the age demographic is young people, right? But at the same time, like as time has gone on, like appreciators of anime have propped up. Like you can now love anime as an adult, and so like more adult stories have had to come into fruition from like a marketing perspective, from a money perspective, that kind of thing. And so like we've started getting like like Vinland Saga, Berserk, all these like more adult stories have caught fire. Monster, like fucking like all these adult.
I mean,
stories.
Chainsaw Man, JJK, those are all like older. I mean, those are shonen, but they're way gorier.
They're Shonen Plus,
and they're older.
I think Attack on Titan is what did that though.
Yeah, you're right. It is.
I think Attack on Titan is like what set the standard. Like it was like that first shonen to be like, hey, we're gonna make a dark world, and you're gonna like it for like the characters, the political scheming, all that kind of thing. Honestly, I don't even know if I would give the full credit to Attack on Titan because Attack on Titan is so heavily influenced by the Gundam series.
Yeah,
like it is. I mean, like everyone hates it when you say it, but they're flash mechs. It's heavily political. Like there's a lot of world building, that kind of thing. So like Attack on Titan is influenced by the Gundam series, and then but Attack on Titan obviously makes it darker, and like the Gundam series is loosely. I mean, that's more like Neon. I'd say it's more inspired by Neon Genesis Evangelion. Like I bet you, I'm forgetting the mangaka's name of fucking AOT.
Shinji.
No, it's not Shinji. But anyways, that was a Neon Genesis. But yeah, I bet you who's heavily inspired by NGE.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Probably. I mean, yeah, you're correct in that it is mech anime adjacent. All mech anime are like political.
Yeah.
But, like they all are like Neon Genesis, like, or not Neon Genesis. What's the other one? Code Geass, like adjacent.
Anytime you introduce a mech, it's gonna be fucking political. I don't know why. Sometimes I just want a mech anime where it's like they just do shonen shit, right?
Well, you know what the problem is? You can't have a mech without a government funding it.
Yeah,
like
somebody's gonna be fucking building these things.
Yeah, exactly. You can't just have like real steel.
Gurren Lagann.
Yeah, that's true.
Never mind. You can get mech and just shonen. Yes.
Real steel is like the closest, where it's just like your average Joe building a mech like it's a car.
God, that was a great movie.
Dude, they should do that. Yeah, treat mechs like cars, because people build cars.
100%.
That's how you take the government away.
Yeah. Oh, like an anti-government anime where like the society like builds their mechs and battles against it. That'd be sick.
That'd be cool.
Government's got their own like Gundam ass mechs, and like the fucking suppressed communities are like building their clickety clankety rusty mechs.
That'd be cool as a revolution, because anytime someone brings up the Second Amendment, which they do often because I live in Nebraska.
Yes.
And
like corn guns, and I fucking sprinkle some Jesus in there and I'm happy.
Anytime someone brings up the Second Amendment, I'm like, wait, that's the gun one, right?
What? Yes.
Okay.
No.
Third? I think it's second.
Second Amendment is that's freedom of speech.
Oh my God.
Is it?
No, First Amendment's freedom of speech.
Oh, you're right.
You think it goes guns, then speech?
The way that this country's going, who knows?
Anytime someone brings it up, I'm like, because the point of it is so that the average person, like the citizen, could arm themselves against a tyrannous government.
Yes.
Or a tyrannical government. So if the government becomes tyrannical...
A Tyrannosaurus Rex government.
Yeah. So they could defend themselves against dinosaurs.
Yes.
If the government becomes a dinosaur, the average villager can stand up to them and defend themselves against injustice.
Yes.
We can't do that.
No, they have drones.
They have drones.
They have battleships.
One tank in New York City.
Yeah, no.
Levels New York City.
Yeah, we have I have this Glock 19 and ting, ting, ting. Okay, cool. I'm like Tom Hanks in fucking Saving Private Ryan. I'm just shooting at the gas tank.
Yeah, it's just... We just can't.
No.
So you know what a cool way to like...
We couldn't defend ourselves against the police force.
No.
They have tanks.
They have armor.
Yep. They have helicopters.
That's what I hate, dude. Anytime I see like quote unquote anti-riot measures happening, and like some cop is in like a full suit of armor, just like hosing someone directly in the mouth, like abusing his power.
Like,
I'm
buddy,
like,
I got a can of Campbell's.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, fucking, what are you
I'm
afraid
like,
of?
take off the armor, you fucking coward.
Yeah,
like,
come on.
if you're gonna commit atrocities, do it exposed.
Maybe in the streets.
Yeah. But anyway, fucking, that'd be smart. It'd be cool if you're doing an uprising story. Because the people can't take on the government.
Yeah.
If the people are secretly building mechs and the government didn't have mechs, they were just like, we don't need them. We never thought to build them.
Oh, that'd be cool.
And then mechs just show up, but it's on the side of the people.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's fucking sick.
That's
Real Steel 2, fucking January 6th edition.
Yeah, real iron.
Yeah, that's fucking...
Yeah.
Write it. We're starting writing it now. Anyways, anime's good again.
Yeah, it is.
Anime's good again. We're back.
Finally. Blue Lock set the precedent.
That's what every... Before I move any further, Blue Lock's, like, their ranking on my anime list was at like a 6 all season. They dropped the last episode. It's now up to a 7.5. So Bandai's going to do it again.
Shut up.
They're going to do it again. It's going to happen forever. Bandai, congratulations. Everybody's encouraged Bandai.
I hate that Blue Lock sets the tone of an anime season, where anime was bad all season except Dandadan when Blue Lock was bad, and then Blue Lock was good, and now anime's good again.
Yep. Bandai would just open the floodgates to fucking good anime. You said you want to talk about Sakamoto Days.
Sure.
I mean, so what you said, you didn't know whether or not animation is carrying your love for anime or what?
Is Sakamoto Days actually good? Because I liked it, but I can't tell.
I am kind of right there with you. Because there's like, I've read this manga and I was sitting there watching this and I was like, do I like this story? I did the exact same thing where I was like watching this and I was like, oh, it looks better than people like thought it was gonna look, because like the trailer didn't look good. And then like we just see like the opening sequence is like a young fit Sakamoto just gunning and running and gunning through people. And I'm just sitting there and I'm just like, man, do I like this? I don't, something about it kept me at like an arm's distance the entire time. And I don't want to say it's the animation, but I think it's the art style. Because I don't know if I like how they draw their eyes.
Okay, first off, I got a note that says Shin has the eyes of a fucking jaguar.
Okay,
He looks like a Pokemon.
Right? They're huge.
They're huge and they're really far apart.
Yeah.
He's drawn, do you know Persian, the cat?
Yeah.
He's drawn like that.
That's so fair.
No, I like the art style. I love the animation. But I was like, the whole time, because I was always on Demon Slayer's side of people being like, oh, Demon Slayer is just carried by the animation. The anime is actually not that good. And I was always on the side of like, no, the story's also great.
Yeah.
The animation is just a bonus. Then Blue Lock happened.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, this was like an unwatchable season because it wasn't animated well. Does that mean I don't like Blue Lock? And then this happens, and Sakamoto Days is really well animated. But yeah, there was something about me where I'm like, if this wasn't well animated, I don't think I'd like this at all. I think this would be really boring and generic.
I felt like while watching it, I was like, man, is this just Spy Family but worse?
Yeah, it's like... It was like, I don't know, it felt like Windbreaker to me in terms of like quality.
So peak?
And
So peak?
in terms of like right, because Windbreaker, I was like, I don't love this art style, this animation. And then when Windbreaker started getting to fights, I was like, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
But when they're just talking and doing stuff, I'm like, this is nothing. So yeah, I don't know. I liked it though. I enjoyed the episode.
It was, so I also enjoyed the episode. It was fun.
It's just an interesting discussion of, does animation actually carry sometimes?
They do found family really fast in this, which is good. Like they get like a cast of characters, because unfortunately, like Taro is just Saitama. Like it's just like, anytime that Taro gets re-injected into the conversation here, like it's like, he's immediately gonna mop everything up with like a fucking like a what is it, a jawbreaker and a rubber band, right?
Yeah.
Or he'll bust out like his army worth of weapons, pull out some tasers, cut down some bad guys and save shit kind of thing. So the most compelling characters in this story are the found cast of characters that end up around Taro.
Right.
And then Taro's kind of treated as like a break in case of emergency button. So fortunately, this, like, I think the mangaka understands that, because Taro doesn't even talk. Taro doesn't talk.
I wish he talked less than he does.
Yeah. Because every time are you watching the dub or the sub?
Dub.
So they're doing it simultaneously, which is nice.
Hype.
I hate how they've done his voice, because they make it like gargly.
Yeah.
He's like, you're gonna come. The pay's 800 yen, and I'm like, can we just have like a fucking thought bubble above his head or something?
Like Comey can't communicate. Yeah. That'd be great. Or like a sweet old, like not old man voice, but just like, I don't know, if he talked like, if he had like Josh Gad's voice.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like that'd fit more. But yeah, he has this like badass
He's got some like
voice.
anime protagonist voice that's like getting garbled because it's thought.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear his voice. I like that he doesn't have a mouth. I like that he's quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we get into our notes? What did you, real quick, rate the episode though? Because I feel like we started overly negative considering I liked it.
The thing is, I like the episode. I just have reservations about, like, I was like, oh, have I been reading this manga recently? Because, like, I like, the manga does get good. It's fucking crazy. But I was like, oh, did I, like, overly estimate the beginning of this manga? Because I was, like, looking for something to read. Like, 8, like a 7.8. Like a 7.8, I'd say. Yeah. This first episode. Shin's eyes, they just throw me off. I do love, like, the idea is just John Wick 2.
Yeah.
He leaves the organization. He like for love, and like his wife's not dead, but like it's like John Wick 2 if it was a comedy. So it's like Spy Family if it was John Wick kind of thing. 7.8, it's fun.
Yeah.
But I'm not like, oh, it's not the thing I'm most excited to watch this season.
Yeah, I'd give it like a 7 because I was like smiling and like during his action scene and I really enjoyed it. But now, like, I think I'm just getting to a point where it's not enough. Like, I'm seeing past peak animation.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder if Demon Slayer came out now, if I'd like it as much.
Demon Slayer's story is good.
It is good. I genuinely do think that.
Yeah.
Because Mugen Train and Entertainment District
If you want to look at the
great.
beginning of Demon Slayer and be like, meh, look at the fucking swamp monster.
Yeah.
Cool. I'd be like, hey, yeah, I got bored by the swamp monster cutting people up in downtown. I'm like, the way I can't even blame you.
Yeah.
But if you get to Mugen Train and you're not like, oh, this is like fucking peak anime, then like, I have nothing for you.
No, that's entirely fair. But I think I'm like getting to a point where peak animation isn't like I now have to look and be like, all right, but what's the story?
Yeah.
Whereas previously, like Elusive Samurai, nothing story, loved that anime because the animation was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, now like every season we have an anime that comes out that redefines what I think great animation is.
Unfortunately, Sakamoto Days and Kagurabachi kind of fall under the same umbrella for me, where it's like, oh, the fight sequences are really cool, the main character is really dope. I think Kagurabachi, as crazy as it's going to sound, is a slightly more compelling story. But really, the problem with Sakamoto Days and for Kagurabachi for me is that there isn't that one character. Like, the reason JJK is as widely popular as it is Gojo and Sukuna. There's characters that you can sink your teeth into. Individual people in the fandom can feel very passionately about a certain character. Chainsaw Man is no different. Some people love Denji. Some people love Himeno. Some people love Aki, right?
The powers are great.
Yeah.
They're really clever.
And so this is just a story about assassins, and so people are using knives and guns, and it's something that you've seen before. So, like, yes, there's a clairvoyant, and yes, Taro is this fucking Saitama-esque character that's going to roll in and, like, fuck everybody else. And so, like, Kagurabachi obviously, like, benefits from the fact that, like, everyone's got cool magical swords, right? And the cool magical swords work differently. Some people have lightning abilities. Some people have cloud gougers. Like, cloud gouger is lightning abilities. But, like there's a better power system than Sakamoto Days. Like, Sakamoto Days, if you enjoy comedy, is going to be a great watch for you. So, like, that's why I think I'm probably going to enjoy Sakamoto Days more than you. Because, like, I like Mashal. I like One Punch Man. I like fucking The Disastrous Life of Psyche K. Like, I like Spy Family. Like, things that you don't necessarily
I like
enjoy.
Spy Family.
I guess.
I
Like,
liked Buddy Daddies. This reminds me of Buddy Daddies.
that's fair.
Yeah.
I literally was pitching Dorothy on it, and I was like, oh, this is going to, like, remind you of Buddy Daddies.
Yeah.
And then she proceeded to not watch it with me.
Yeah, I know. I like comedy anime. I didn't like Mashal because I like Mashal's premise and I want it taken seriously in a different context. I don't like One Punch Man. You are correct.
Yes.
Let's go through our notes.
Okay.
I go, why is Sakamoto 50 years old and his wife is still 14?
Tougher job? Tougher
Maybe.
tougher fucking employment?
Then being a mother, I disagree.
A single mother, too.
Yeah.
Wait,
well, no, they're married.
No, they have the kid together. Yeah, you're right.
I go, I just wrote, this kid deserves to get hit, though.
Oh, the boy running
Get
around.
to ruin that man's pants.
Listen, yeah, and then he stomped on him.
Yeah.
He also ruined the door.
Yeah, so fuck that kid.
Yep.
Shin looks like a jaguar. Cutting his sig was so fucking cool.
Yep.
there's a lot of cool shit in here.
Yes.
Like, again, the animation's just awesome.
I mean, there's a lot of cool shit in One Punch Man.
Yeah. Ripping the ball in twain was also sick.
Yeah. And then just remaking it.
Making
Wild.
2. I wrote, also, you can absolutely play with 1 ball. What the fuck are you going to do with 2
games
balls?
revolve around 1 ball.
I don't know what to play with 2 balls. That's too many.
Juggling poorly? Like, yeah. Like, what do you do with 2 balls?
At one point, Shin drinks a juice that says vitamins 2 days worth.
Yep.
Just simply not how vitamins work.
I don't know why you would need 2 days. You're going to piss out half of them.
Yeah, if you drink too much vitamins, your body just doesn't absorb them.
Yeah,
They
your
get rid of
kidney's
them.
like, I'm done with these.
Yeah. I wrote, at one point, this kid is going, do you think this is alien poop? He's looking at some poop and he pokes it. And he asks Shin, do you think this is alien poop? And then Shin goes, sorry, kid, I can't help you. And I thought he was going to go, my pooping days are behind me.
That would have been great. But instead, he screws a silencer onto a pistol like he's Luigi Mangione.
At one point, the head mafia guy goes, oh shit, that's right. He reads minds.
Yep. How do you forget that?
Buddy.
How do you forget the one dude with superpowers has superpowers? I would the way I'd be thinking about Taco Bell every time I had a conversation with this guy to make sure my thoughts aren't getting read.
Yeah. And then I just wrote, this guy looks like Steve Buscemi, the head mafia guy.
He didn't say the N-word, though.
Neither does Steve.
Oh, you haven't seen fucking Reservoir Dogs?
Does he say it?
Oh my God, yeah, dude. Every third line in Reservoir Dogs.
Classic. That's classic Tarantino.
Classic Tarantino, dude. It's all right. Samuel Jackson said he's not racist.
Nice.
My notes are on Netflix, question mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, but here's the thing. Netflix has kind of been doing good with anime recently.
They had Don on, but so did Crunchyroll.
And Delicious in Dungeon.
And Yum Yum and Onion.
Yeah, they Delicious Dungeon in this. And so, like, it's so funny. Like, Hulu's very openly admitted that they're trying to do an animation push. They're like, they did like, there was like Anime, and they called it something, Animania or something like that.
Yeah, they did that one Heaven something,
they did
Heavenly Delusion.
I actually don't know.
Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man is on Hulu. It's also on It's on Crunchyroll. It's made but I think like this is produced by Netflix. Sakamoto Days is being produced by Netflix. Same with Delicious in Dungeon, and they've done a couple of other. They did Baki. So Netflix is actually taking like a really concerted push into like the anime world, which is cool, I guess.
When's Castlevania come out? Like this month?
Fuck, I forgot about Nocturne Part 2. Oh my God, what if it's out already? I literally rewatched all of Castlevania Nocturne in like one sitting to get ready. Nocturne 2 season arrives this Thursday.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I'm gonna shoot. I'm literally gonna shoot. That's so bad.
Don't shoot.
That's awesome. Oh my God, anime is so goddamn back. But yeah, I mean the first episode's fun. I mean, I said close enough. My last note was close enough. Welcome back, One Punch Man.
Yeah.
So you're probably gonna not enjoy it. But
I think I'll like it. I like Don. That's funny.
Don is funny, but not in like Don's funny in an endearing, oh, these kids are like struggling with life kind of way.
Don's funny.
I'm not saying that Don isn't funny. I'm saying Don panders to your level of like not your level of comedy, but your type of comedy. Like you don't like Mashal, One Punch Man, and Sakamoto Days fall under like, I wouldn't call it campy comedy, but it's like, huh? Like it's like, oh no, we're gonna get, we're about to lose, and then like a gumball flies out of the air, and you see Sakamoto be like, hey, he looks at the camera and like salutes or something like that. Like it's like very much like campy-esh comedy. Don is actually like very well written, very authentic, like modern linguistically used comedy. And they're both great levels of comedy. I enjoy both, but Don's more your speed.
I like your Sakamoto face. That's why I want him to talk less.
Yeah.
I'd love if he's this weird silent.
He does not talk a lot.
Talks too much already.
A fair amount.
Yeah.
But he had here's the thing, when characters are being introduced, like there's not enough characters right now around Taro to not to have him not talk. The more characters they introduce, the less talking he does.
I like him going like, and if you need time off, it's paid.
Yeah. Yeah. And so like there's a character that's gonna show up in a couple of episodes. She's like the daughter of a triad family, and it's gonna be like kind of like with Kaiju number 8, where there's Rin and Kikuru Shinomiya and Kafka as like the main 3. That's kind of like Sakamoto Days main 3. It's like a girl, Shin. I'm spacing on her name for some reason. As Shin and Taro. But yeah, so like this show is going to get better as the Found family gets larger and we get introduced into like the cavalcade of other assassins and those kinds of things. And it's like genuinely, the manga does at a certain point take the fuck off. And like some of the fight scenes are so dope. The manga is also beautifully drawn. So I'm looking forward to the future of it. I'm going to enjoy it. But yes, can we talk about Owl House before we go to Soul Leveling?
Sure, let me blow my schnoz.
Okay, go blow your schnoz. I'll hang out with Chad.